Welcome to one of my most hated video projects to date, Roblox, a game that is so cute and cuddly on top, and then you dig deep and find things you really don't want to find in a kid's game. Now, if you don't know what Roblox is, and clearly you've been living under a rock for the past decade, it's basically a little kid's dopamine rush that consists of tens of thousands of shitty games that really culminate into one, and that is Roblox. There's so much more to this game that people really don't know about, which is exactly why I'm making this video. And in no way is this video made to discriminate or oppress anybody who plays or enjoys Roblox, and if you do, Godspeed, but this video is more of just deep diving into the iceberg that really just seems like it has no end. Also, Roblox does serve a part in my childhood, and seeing it become such a shit show over many years is honestly pretty fucking sad. You know, it's a game I really used to have fun on, and researching it and learning more about the darkest, deepest parts of it is it's something. Well, without further ado, let's just dip our toes into the cesspool that is so clearly disguised as a children's game. First and foremost, online dating is against Roblox's rules. While online dating might not be bad for older people, many little kids and players are encouraged to do it, since, many players known as ODers, or online daters, are already doing it. Besides that, online dating can also be very risky, since little kids can be tricked into giving personal information to predators or pedophiles. Now, getting all of that out of the way, let's actually look into the history of this entire thing and start from the very beginning. Roblox High School, which I consider to be the mother of all mainstream Roblox dating, and it kinda culminates into this one game. This game was absolutely popping back in the day, and by back in the day I'm talking about like 2009 to maybe like 2016. This game was basically just a high school roleplay for little kids that just wanted to feel like they were a teenager. The game consisted of a dance club, the restaurants, the beach, the campsite, and of course the actual high school, where there were 7 periods and 7 actual classes that you could actually attend and do somewhat work in. Though, even this eventually turned into one of the most down bad games in Roblox history. The classic Roblox High School was really the heydays of mainstream Roblox online dating. I mean, you could join any server on this game, look at the chat box in the top right corner, and find 2 players talking absolute dirty business to each other. And it wasn't so uncommon to walk into this shitty ass motel apartment thing that was next to the high school, and you would find a male and a female feeling each other up in the bathtub or some crazy shit like that. And no matter what, nothing was actually done by the admins. Nothing was done by Roblox, and the only people that ended up actually trying to tackle this issue were the anti-ODers. Which anti-ODers would normally end up just trolling or attempting to get a couple banned, normally to no avail, and what would happen is they would just end up counteracting the entire point of the movement. Now, let me remind you, online dating is against Roblox's TOS, yet Roblox rarely, if ever, actually did anything to stop this. Because of this, from 2010 to modern Roblox, we've seen a massive surge in role-playing games as creators have found that, this is very lucrative and a super easy to make genre, which there was really nothing that anybody could do about it besides Roblox, and of course they just decided to sit back and watch it all happen. And before all these mainstream role-playing games, Roblox consisted of the most basic but actually fun games, like the Survive the Disaster games, all the classic obbies, all the sword fighting games, paintball games, and even the rocket arenas. But after this huge shift in the genre and type of games that were being pumped out, Roblox saw this gigantic skyrocket in online daters, which is why nowadays a lot of what you'll find on the main screen are town and city games, and club games and school roleplay games, and a lot less of what there was before. Technically, developers can implement measures or actions against online dating in their experiences, but they are under no actual obligation to do so. as it is Roblox's responsibility to moderate these issues on the platform. This is where the problem lies, in the fact that Roblox actually does nothing against this issue. Due to concerns of the possibility of online dating experiences, anti-online dating scripts have been created by programmers on Roblox that do take action on users in experiences who chat specific prohibited words. But this honestly doesn't really matter because chat filters are commonly bypassed on Roblox no matter the script. Now, games have evolved past the point of being just town and city roleplay games. They mostly consist of nightclubs, chill hangouts, boy and girl clubs, adoption games, and still middle school, high school, and college roleplay games. Loading into a lot of these games, you'll find set positions on a bed that are supposed to imitate a couple cuddling, or even hidden rooms in the back where it's just a bed with a heart hanging over it, which is fucking whorehouse shit. Now, this doesn't mean that they're necessarily targeted towards this kind of activity, but it definitely does not help, and I'd be willing to bet that a lot of these nightclubs and chill hangouts that are everywhere in Roblox are actively targeted towards children that are looking for romantic roleplay. You know, all in all, it's a pretty tough thing to counter. Many YouTubers over the years have tried to promote and tackle this issue only to actually counteract it in the long or short term. It's something you can't really get by, especially when there are games that come out every single day that just heavily promote it further and further. The only way I could see this issue being somewhat actually fixed is to get rid of roleplay games as a whole. But this will obviously never happen, as it has become a core part of Roblox, and believe it or not, there are actual people that go on these games just to socialize and talk to people. It's a problem that's been made well known over the years, but nobody in the community, or even Roblox, cares enough to actually get rid of. Maybe one day it's something that'll phase out, but I honestly truly doubt it. Now, onto a topic that's much lesser known, the Roblox stock market. Believe it or not, within this massive game targeted towards little children, there is actually an underlying issue within the game's cosmetic market system. Having said, the cosmetic system can be comparable to that of other very, very large digital cosmetic markets like Counter-Strike or Valorant or Fortnite. Though the difference between Roblox and all the rest is that this game was made for kids, marketed towards kids, and played by kids. Which leaves a little sour taste in any sane person's mouth, as you can so clearly realize that having an actual functioning cosmetic market system in a kid's game is probably not the best choice. Though, a cosmetic system in a kid's game isn't really new news, as we've seen it happen dozens and dozens of times in the past with games like Fortnite and other countless garbage mobile games. But the outlier stands in the fact that Roblox itself is an ever-growing cosmetic market that functions a lot like the real-world stock market, or honestly more comparably to like the CSGO market, which is a game that is not in any way marketed towards children. One of the biggest issues with the Roblox market is the Roblox issued limiteds. Limiteds are basically cosmetic skins made by Roblox that they then put out for a limited amount of time, and after that limited time to purchase the skin runs out, the only way to actually acquire this limiteds is by means of reselling. This then prompts a whole underlying group of people that act a lot like day traders in the modern stock market that buy almost all limiteds in an attempt for profit. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that actually do this and contribute to this market are the children that Roblox was marketing towards the entire time. The most concerning part about the whole Roblox market is how lucrative it actually has become over the years. In particular, the Dominus Frigidus, a skin that holds the record for the largest limited purchase in Roblox history, sold for roughly $88,000. But that's just one skin. An entire inventory is a whole other story. The most expensive inventory in Roblox history is Roblox, of course, but that's followed right behind by Stickmaster Luke. Stickmaster Luke is an American YouTuber and Roblox game developer, as well as a Roblox administrator. He is well known for having the most expensive inventory in Roblox, with its value equaling about $900,000 US. This inventory alone makes Roblox one of the absolute biggest cosmetic markets in the gaming industry, right behind Counter-Strike, which expectedly the market runs a lot deeper than what you can just see on the surface level. Very, very, very deep, in fact. So deep that there's actually privately run day trading servers, countless websites that are made to constantly detail the increasing and declining value of the cosmetics, and thousands of grubby little gremlins watching them every single waking moment. Surprisingly, or honestly unsurprisingly to whoever you ask, Stickmaster Luke isn't just a one-off occurrence. Right behind him, there's Linkmon, a really well-known Roblox content creator that deals with content surrounding the cosmetic market. His inventory is roughly worth $850,000, and Son of Sevenless, which is an alternate account of the former administrator Shedletsky, is worth around $800,000. Now, I'm no Roblox day trader, but that amount sounds like a metric fuck ton, and from what I've heard, it could actually be a lot more. If I'm gonna be honest though, I'm not the most knowledgeable on the actual details of how it all works within the actual system, which is exactly why I found a former insider who used to be an avid Roblox trading connoisseur, and the call will also be joined by a close friend of mine, Colin, who introduced me to the insider and kind of set this whole thing up, so, you know, big thanks to him. So one big question. So you're like you're pretty big into this, right? You're pretty big into this whole like stock market thing, like making money off this shit, right?
I used to. I'm not as much as I used to anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
you still have the super happy face, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Damn. All right.
Oh.
So how much money have you actually made off of this?
How much money?
Yes.
I'd say well over 1,000.
Well over 1,000. And how old are you? Just real quick.
16.
You're 16. You're 16.
Okay. So have you actually like cashed out any Robux?
No, not currently.
So your super happy face, it's 134K, right?
Yeah.
How much did you buy it for originally? I remember you telling me it was like what?
I got it for like, I got it when like it first dropped, so maybe I spent like 30 USD on it.
Yeah.
Worth of Robux. So that was like back then when like released. Super happy face worth USD wise right now I think is like 137.
137 what?
USD.
Just like $137 or
no, to buy the Robux for it you need a lot more, but like currently, like money wise what it's worth right now is $137.
Because Tristan.
Yeah.
Because what Roblox does is if you want to like take anything back, they take like a huge chunk of it, like 30%.
What
they take
the
30%.
fuck?
They give you a 30% fee. So like if you're trading Robux, you can put a specific amount in, right? But then Roblox takes a 30% fee from that trade of Robux, and it gives it or something like that.
That is kind of scummy, not gonna lie.
Yeah, so it's $1,200 for that face.
$1,200. Is that
To buy that?
That's to buy that.
If I put in $1,200 worth of Robux in the highest conversion, which is $200 of Robux, that would give me 153,000 Robux, which is just enough to buy Hawk's super happy face for 133.9 thousand.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That is fucking wild. Like it would be completely justifiable if it was in any other game, but it is a like this game is made for children.
Because Hawk,
well, then you have like websites that also have like actual, like there's an actual gambling website. I'm not too sure if it's still up, where you can just gamble Robux.
It's fucking awful. That's actually awful.
I get you.
It's hard to just like take this all in count because from like a standpoint of someone that doesn't play Roblox or really knows anything about the entire like actual market of the game, learning about this like almost sickens me. Because that I know that there's 9-year-olds and 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds digging into their parents' fucking pockets and spending money on gambling when they're that fucking young. And this game is enticing them to do that. But if you just click on the catalog, you see hundreds and hundreds of all these items and limiteds, and you can click on limiteds and thousands of Robux. They can just buy that and hope that goes up.
That's not even getting into UGC limiteds, because UGC limiteds are user generated content limited. So pretty much, if I have any experience in Blender, I could make a fucking like silly hat or something, and then put it on the avatar shop. But I could say, oh, I'm only gonna sell like 50 of these.
Yeah.
Because limiteds before were made by Roblox. If you look at any of limiteds, it's by Roblox.
Now there's like, okay, but then like with like the UGC created ones, or like the there's like only like there's a specific quantity made, right? Now the only ones you can buy from those items are from people that have sold them, that is on sale, and that Robux goes to those people that have them on sale instead of yada yada yada.
So wait, how do you? I haven't heard of like I know selling. I didn't know you could like trade.
You can trade different items.
Oh, you need you need premium for that though, right?
You need premium for it, and you also need it's only limited items you can only trade. No one ever plays the non-premium anymore because you can't trade shit.
Exactly. They literally just sent me to the brokey version of the game.
Oh my! Wait, I just realized what I'm looking at. This took a second. Hold on. These are like actual like stock junkies.
Yeah.
Like I just saw someone be like, yeah, Black Iron is looking really unsteady lately. Like what? Is there people that day trade Roblox skins?
Yes.
No.
I mean,
people
as
like,
we see here.
like this guy right here. He kind of like just spends the entire day.
Wow.
Like you can like be AFK and just like signs or shirts to say like if I look up like if you just look up on Roblox AFK.
No, it's actually an in-game item.
Yeah, but like you also have people that downgrade items that are like that have like no value or like losing value, and they can just trade it out for like shit better. You have YouTube tutorials that teach you how to
For
trade.
YouTube tutorials on how to day trade in Roblox.
There's actually.
Well, now I'm also wondering, like, in these trading games, like, there's got to be kids that are like getting scammed, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton.
Holy shit.
There are so many scams, and like you can idiotic kids. There's idiotic kids out there that, like, and they fall for the most obvious scams, and they have like some expensive kind of like items, and then they start crying.
Look at this. Look at this. This is like.
This is just what they do.
This is just what they do.
This is their life.
Auto clicker on.
They put auto
and
clicker
then
on, just wait for
let
trades.
It rest. Like this is most likely an alt or something, not their main.
It's like
Oh my
Bitcoin
God.
mining.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
This is the
like-
Bitcoin mining version of Roblox.
Welcome to
This is
Oh.
Robux mining.
Roblox powering imagination.
Man,
But
what
yeah,
a
that's pretty much Roblox trading.
what an absolutely crazy,
chaotic.
It's
crazy like.
And you
Oh.
get scammed in the beginning a lot.
Yeah, you can scam
So easily.
I just want to say to you that this was like a great interview. Like I got so
Yeah,
much from
thank
this.
you.
This was
Thank you, Hawk.
amazing. Like,
No problem.
all right. Well, I think I'm
All
gonna,
right,
yeah, we're gonna head out.
Yeah.
now.
Hey, we had a great time. We'll send you the finished product too.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right.
All right, thank
Love
you, Hawk.
man. See you
All right.
later. So, to kind of wrap things up, I think it's pretty obvious how much of an issue the Roblox market really has become. I mean, I first went into this thinking that it was just going to be like another shitty part of Roblox, but after actually learning about it, it's really concerning how massive it actually has become. As we saw in the interview, it talked a lot about UGC limiteds, which kind of was a factor I didn't really talk about before, but UGCs are an extremely integral part of the market, with it being a core driver of the internal trading community. The enticing part of limiteds and UGC limiteds are really the fact that they are only a limited number made and a limited amount of time to buy them, which really just drives up that price even further. But it's not like every single limited that you will buy will skyrocket in price after you buy it. It's a gamble, a children's gamble. We also touched on the Roblox gambling websites. For example, Bloxflip, a pretty well-known gambling website, which is pretty much a direct reskin of all the countless of CSGO gambling sites that have come before it, has the crash game mode, case openings, mines, towers, cups, and plinko. Except that the twist here is that it's focused towards children. Well, maybe not focused, but they sure as hell know that it's primarily played by children. I'm honestly pretty surprised that these sites haven't been taken down yet, or honestly, from what I can tell, even targeted by Roblox. I mean, if you were a kid and if you wanted to gamble, all you'd have to do is just ask your parents for some money and acquire some sweet Robux that you can then funnel into your favorite decrepit gambling website and start your beautiful gambling career at the ripe age of 9 years old. All jokes aside, this is an issue that as a whole has done absolutely nothing but increase over the years. The community has just grown bigger and bigger, with dozens and dozens of Discord servers being opened up that are primarily focused on trading, buying, and gambling cosmetic skins or Robux. It's another one of those problems that Roblox really has not taken enough time, or honestly any time at all, to just fix it. I mean, this is a children's game, but the only thing that truly matters in their eyes is that 30% cut that they get from almost all transactions, which pretty much just goes into the trash. Anyways, that's enough worrying about the children's mini virtual stock market for at least one video. Degenerate pedophiles are what lead the developing side of Roblox. It's a kid's game. You can really only hope until you can't. I mean, there's bound to just be pedophiles that invade any kid's game, but in this case, they did much more than just invade it. They control it. Pedophiles now have their disgusting little fingers on almost all corners of Roblox, including the most lucrative side, game development. And nothing really screams more potential to a pedophile than to have children coming to you begging to land a developer job in their favorite kids game, or to have tons and tons of little kids that are easy pickings, basically, coming, joining your game and praising you and saying that you're great and you make great games. Which is probably not the greatest sign for a multi-billion-dollar company that revolves around children as being their main target audience. I mean, I think that the well-being of your community probably matters a lot, but when you make that kind of money, I guess your players don't really matter as much to you anymore, so who cares? But Roblox has gotten to the point where many people do view it as being one of, if not the most predator-infested game on the internet. The sheer amount of horror and grooming stories that go on beneath the covers is entirely concerning, not only to the players, but also the parents that allow their children to play on it. It's not really an issue that you have to go to the deepest corner or the most niche game to find it. Many of Roblox's players know about this issue and have even encountered it themselves before, as well as the underlying stereotype with the development community that basically shapes almost everyone, good or not, as being a weirdo. Roblox really is the perfect place. It harbors millions of easy-to-access children and thousands of eager pedophiles just waiting to sink their teeth in. It really is a true fit for Roblox, honestly. I mean, it's what you'd expect from something like this. Now, the pedophilia isn't constricted to being only developers. There are lurkers that just go around frantically attempting to lure in some kid and do whatever with them. But the developing side is what really sticks out in all of this. It's such an integral part of the company, and all players essentially rely on it. Mostly because Roblox doesn't make games of their own. This is where it becomes concerning, because you really wouldn't expect as much of the community to be this ill-willed as there is. I mean, it is a lot. There's countless horror stories that you can sift through that are just entirely concerning for a multitude of reasons, with the main reason ending up being that they're developers. Developers just hold so much power over the community, with so many kids looking up to them, and Roblox does essentially nothing to stop them besides a ban. But oh, will you look at that. Roblox is also one of the easiest platforms to ban evade. Many of Roblox's infamous predators get by like nothing happened by going through means of ban evading. It's an issue that literally anybody can take advantage of, and the worst of all, expectedly uses it the most. Who is that, you might ask? People like MyBucket, Kelligish, Jaden Shedletsky, and countless others. The shit these guys said committed and continued to do is absolutely deplorable and outright sickening. Another common Roblox W might be choosing to sue a Roblox YouTuber that had been documenting and attempting to take down these and other developers through means of in-depth video explanations and spreading the most amount of awareness a YouTuber really could. They chose to sue this guy for upwards of $1.6 million that they then obviously ended up losing pathetically. But it really puts Roblox into perspective and kind of guides you to understand how fucking stupid this company is as a whole. This YouTuber was Ruben Sim, and this guy was putting up a huge fight. He exposed so many developers and made the predator-infested Roblox a lot more aware to everyone who was either a common user or not. It's the awareness that really matters in this kind of situation. It's hard to even explain how big this has actually become and how much of a deplorable cesspool it's become because of this. Roblox went from getting that, like kind of children's game rap of being a mindless cash grab to being actually disgusting and concerning to many people aware of what goes on underneath. Roblox surely isn't the only one of these kind of kids games, but goddamn is it just one of, if not the biggest of them. Clearly the predators haven't stopped and probably will not stop for the foreseeable future, and the only hope comes down to Roblox, who seem to take nothing seriously, as that would inevitably end in monetary loss, and they can't have that no matter what. The selfish bypass that Roblox has chosen to go down is what has inevitably caused so much destruction. Allowing predators to roam as they please is something you just cannot have in this widespread of a game, especially when a lot of those predators develop a lot of your most played games and thrive on a children's platform. It's one click away. Are you interested in your most favorite Roblox game? Oh wait, look, in the description there's a link to the dev's Discord server. Might as well join it, right? Yeah, I mean, you love the game. Oh look, there's a dev that is constantly talking in general and types like he believes he is God. Oh, wait. Now he's DMing me. Well, guess it's game over. Thanks a lot, Roblox. The concern is there, but the enforcement isn't. The cesspool that's been created around this is what ultimately leads to so many people just absolutely looking down on the game, and for great reason. With the online daters, the child stock junkies, and the deplorable predators that come along with it, it's kind of what makes it a pretty disgusting place for you and for any child that chooses to play on it. I mean, yeah, you're not going to see everything I talked about here automatically, but it's there, and that's really all that matters. This stuff is happening. I mean, it is occurring behind the scenes, and if Roblox is trying or not, that doesn't really matter because it's going to continue. The best thing you could do is report anyone that you see being a predator, cringe at the online daters, and sigh internally at Roblox for harboring a stock market for little kids to gamble and get scammed. But that's just not it, is it? If we just stopped it there and cringed at Roblox's stock market being the only issue that the game actually contains, there'd be no actual point for this video. The point of this video is to just kind of make you a bit more aware of what's actually going on behind the scenes. I didn't go into the most explicit details, but I tried my best to really convey some major issues at hand. Now, it's up to you to do as you will. Don't let this video dissuade you from playing the game. I mean hell, if you like it, by all means play it. But just understand that the game isn't as innocent as it might try to make itself seem. And to be completely honest, you could have probably caught the grasp of that even without watching this video. But yeah, well, that's it for now.